A big well done to the Bolton fans last night. There may not be a lot of them, but they did a great job in drawing attention to the shocking way that owner Ken Anderson is running the club. There were only 14,750 at the match against West Brom, but Bolton fans took full advantage of the fact it was live on Sky Sports. Around a third, 4,000, of the Bolton fans at the match took part in protests outside the ground before the game. Then they ensured maximum exposure by delaying the match thanks to the simple tactic of throwing a load of tennis balls onto the pitch. Sky Sports having no alternative but to cover the protests and getting the message properly out there. The protests have also got great coverage across the media. On behalf of @BurnDennis's, @Lionova and Ustate, @Trottersblog, @Burndenway and other Bolton Wanderers outlets, we thank you for your participation in last night's protest outside the University of Bolton Stadium. This is only the beginning. Newspaper, https://t.co/80pub9b. Best to sell the club. BBC Sport. West Bromwich Albion kept up the pressure at the top of the championship as they eased past struggling Bolton Wanderers amid protests by home fans at the University of Bolton Stadium. Up to 4,000 Bolton supporters congregated outside the ground before kick-off to voice concern at owner Ken Anderson's handling of the club, before more unrest followed inside the stadium. Anderson, who is out of the country, has said he is doing his utmost to sell the club and asked fans to be patient. The protests continued inside the stadium, with supporters throwing tennis balls onto the pitch to delay kickoff while Anderson out banners were scattered throughout the crowd. In exactly a week's time, Newcastle United are on live TV, BT Sport beaming their game out to a massive audience around the world, a watching TV audience that will dwarf those watching the Bolton v West Brom game last night. Likewise, there will be around 4 times as many Newcastle supporters at the game compared to Bolton fans on Monday night. I was pleased to see the Magpie Group last week announce protests were starting up again, see below, after Mike Ashley had stopped them in December with one pathetic TV appearance. However, I have to say I was underwhelmed with the nature of the protests. Protesting outside Ashley's shops and standing up during a game don't really cut it for me. Whilst the suggested action next Tuesday night to protest after the Man City game is feeble. Newcastle will probably be 3 or more down with 20 minutes to go and most people will leave before the final whistle, never mind stay behind afterwards. Protests need to be when everybody is inside St. James Park and disrupt the actual match. We are going to get hammered by Man City anyway, so there is nothing to lose. The tennis ball idea is simple and impossible for the club to stop, as any fan can take them into the match. We should copy the Bolton fans' idea, and with thousands of tennis balls flying onto the pitch, BT Sport will have little alternative but to be discussing the hatred for Mike Ashley, and then the rest of the media will follow suit. You never know, it might even put Man City off their stride and help Newcastle get a point as well. Sky Sports even giving extra coverage to the Bolton fans' protests via their social media. Tennis a slight delay to kick off tonight as the Bolton fans' protests spill onto the pitch. Watch @official WFC take on @WBA live on Sky Sports Football now. https://t.co/abjbfb7erkpic.twitter.com/ct3v4qdlbp. Sky Sports Football @Sky Football. January 21, 2019. The Magpie Group. The 16th of January 2019. It was agreed that we would advocate a post-match sit-in after the Man City game, televised by BT Sport on the 29th of January. Protests will be organized outside the new flannel store on Northumberland Street once we have an opening date. Advocate a stand-up United against Ashley at the Huddersfield game on the 23rd of February. To feature like Michael Bennett, submit your article to email protected, and/or for more info go here.